My name is Faith Shu, and today I'm going to be presenting on what makes glaciers appear to be blue. To start, I want to talk about what causes a glacier to form. Glaciers begin to form when snow remains in the same area year-round. This area being in a spot where snow accumulates over time causes a transformation into ice. During this transformation, new layers of snow begin to pile up on top of old layers. Eventually, the new layers begin to compress the old layers, and then this compression forces the snow to recrystallize. So why did I choose this topic? I chose this topic because growing up, everybody always asks why the sky is blue. That's a very common question, even into adulthood. However, nobody really asks, at least to my knowledge, what makes a glacier blue. So since we're asking why glaciers are blue, I figured we would answer a few prequel questions, if you will. Even though a single snowflake is clear, once they pile up, they actually create air pockets. Air pockets, or air bubbles, scatter all wavelengths of light, making snow, as well as newly formed ice, appear to be white. Without air bubbles, white light isn't scattered. However, a pure block of ice, void of air, is still going to be void of color. So, what makes glaciers show color? To start, I want to talk about light and molecules, specifically water molecules. This chart is the visible light spectrum. At the top, you have violet, which has a high frequency, and at the bottom, you have red, which has a low frequency. Frequency is the number of waves that cross a point in a certain amount of time. So violet light has a high frequency because it has a shorter wavelength, whereas red light has a lower frequency because it has a longer wavelength. And water molecules, even in ice, vibrate. Sort of like the atoms are connected by rubber bands or springs. These vibrations only happen at a certain frequency. When light at a certain frequency synchronizes with the molecule's vibration, the molecule absorbs that light and keeps vibrating. However, the light that isn't the right frequency or frequencies pass through the molecule and scatter. In this slide, I've depicted the red or orange light, the long wavelengths, entering into the water molecule of the glacier and staying put because the water molecule's frequency matches with the red, orange light frequencies. And then what's left is what we see as glacier blue. So back to the question of why glaciers appear to be blue when solid blocks of ice without any air appear to be clear. This is because the water molecules actually don't absorb red and orange light very well. So it takes many feet of ice to achieve this beautiful effect. That is also why when glaciers melt, they appear to be more blue, whereas in the winter when that melt is refrozen, it's back to white. So to summarize, over time, glacier ice gets buried under new layers of ice and snow. These weighted layers press the air out of the deeper layers of ice. This not only causes most of the air to be removed, but it also causes the ice to form large, dense crystals. When light hits the water molecules in these crystals, the molecules absorb long wavelengths of light. At the same time, they scatter short wavelengths of light. Being that the short wavelengths of light are what ends up reaching our eyes, glaciers can appear to be blue. But we can only see that blue color when we get to the deeper layers of the glacier. Thank you.